you guys remember when I said that Legal Eagle's FOIA request would be a failure? Well, guess what? Another example that I am indeed a psychic. But good luck with your lawsuit. I think you're about to find out that the federal courts are also horribly understaffed and inefficient. For those who don't remember, Legal Eagle did a video where he said he was going to take action. No longer would he be just some armchair lawyer. He was going to expose the corruption in the Trump administration. You see, he had filed a FOIA request, something I said is a total waste of time. That by the time he got a response, information would be entirely irrelevant. That didn't stop him from hyping this up big time though.
The rule of law is being eroded, little by little. And frankly, I'm sick of it. So I'm going to do something about it. I'm suing the White House, the CIA, the Department of Justice, and a whole bunch of others. This is not a joke. This is actually happening.
You see, he would file a lawsuit requesting an expedited ruling. Some YouTube lawyer was on the verge of taking down the entire Trump administration. Forget Robert Mueller, ignore the 2 impeachment. This guy's FOIA lawsuit was going to be the thing that took down Trump. Legal Eagle's lawsuit sought the details behind John Bolton's book. You know John Bolton, the guy is a legendary hero to the left, I guess. Well, we finally got a ruling to his lawsuit, but arguably at this point, who even cares? It's like the election lawsuits where they set the response date after January 20th. Even if you win, what are you gonna do? Trump isn't even president anymore. I predicted that this would happen. I remember when I filed my FOIA request to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. It took them 3 years to send me the records. By that time, I told them not to even bother because the information was now useless to me. What do you guys think? Did Legal Eagle file a good lawsuit or was it frivolous nonsense? Well, let's take a look. Let's just skip to the good stuff. What was the court's ruling? Well, it looks like the government's motion to dismiss was partially granted. Oof. Legal Eagle's motion for partial summary judgment, on the other hand, was denied. The government's alternative motion for partial summary judgment was also granted. And finally, Legal Eagle's motion to strike was denied. So yeah, Legal Eagle's lawsuit was a complete failure. I mean, sure, his FOIA is still outstanding. Maybe 4 years from now, they'll finally give him the information. Maybe. His lawsuit requesting expedited disclosure though, yeah, it got laughed out of court. Was it because his judge is biased? Did he happen to get a judge that's just a loyal Trumpy? Well, keep in mind that Joe Biden is in charge now. Biden could have ordered the feds to drop their opposition to the lawsuit. That didn't happen though. That's because even Biden's people think Legal Eagle is nothing but a joke. Also, this judge is no loyal Trumpy. This is the same exact judge that had to recuse himself for conspiring with FBI agent Peter Strzok and Lisa Page. You know, in order to spy on the Trump campaign, he actually is the opposite of a loyal Trumpy. So whatever, who cares about this Legal Eagle guy, right? The guy's trying to transition the YouTube's TikTok ripoff for crying out loud. Shows how confident he is in his own legal analysis content. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's the spicy jalapeno. I'm looking at Legal Eagle's lawsuit, you know, the one that was filed by Devin Stone, renowned lawyer and owner and operator of the Legal Eagle YouTube account. Yet there's a problem, friends. Devin Stone didn't file this lawsuit. Kelly McClanahan did. From the National Security Counselors, a law firm with perhaps the most unprofessional looking website I've ever seen. It looks like something you'd see back on AOL. But no big deal, right? They're a public interest law firm according to George Washington University Law School, so surely they didn't charge for the lawsuit, right? Well, wait a minute. No, Legal Eagle crowdfunded the lawsuit.
And it would mean the world to us if you would consider donating to the cause, because lawyers and litigation are expensive, and we are committed to taking this thing as far as it needs to go, because we believe that this cause is just and no one else is going to do it.
A lawsuit that he ended up having absolutely nothing to do with. Instead, it was handled by this guy, a graduate of none other, Georgetown Law School. Remember the same law school I just did a video on? So let me get this straight. Legal Eagle hypes up this huge lawsuit to his 1.7 million subscribers. He acts like he's going to expose the corruption and pwn Trump. He then crowdfunds the lawsuit, except he never files the lawsuit himself. Some law firm nobody's ever heard of before is the one that ends up filing it. Then the lawsuit loses across the board, even though it's with perhaps the most sympathetic judge in presidential administration possible. So just how much money did Legal Eagle's audience flush down the toilet with this? Well, I really can't tell you. That's because it used some sketchy website with zero transparency. You can't tell how much total was contributed. You don't know what the goal of the project is. The lawsuit is basically over, but they're still accepting donations. politicians. Compare this to Matt Braynard crowdfunding the Voter Integrity Project. Notice how he lists the goal and the total amount raised. By comparison, Legal Eagle's lawsuit just seems like a massive scam. Get people to donate tons of money to file a frivolous lawsuit that even I could immediately tell was going to fail. I've only filed a single FOIA request in my life, and I knew this. The left has a real loyalty problem. Bread tubers are constantly stabbing each other in the back. Look at how quick the Democrats turned on Andrew Cuomo. Now the feds are trying to shake down Marilyn Mosby. They're upset she dismissed the Freddie Gray cases to avoid disbarment. The left is completely focused on making money and gaining political power. You have to be a complete fool to give any of these people your money. I mean, lawyers have a bad enough reputation. If you're going to trust a YouTube lawyer with your money, I don't even know what to say to you. Anyways, that's all I have to say on this matter. If you like this video, please support small YouTube channels like mine by subscribing. Thanks. Also check me out on Gab.